Hello, hi, good morning. I hope you're doing great this morning. God's been busy. Whew, man, it's been one of those other kind of busies this morning. And I'll tell you, it's an interesting thought that came through something it comes and goes. You know those ones, and it's why does it seem like whenever we're on our way somewhere, we just want to get there. If you're in the car and you're on your way to wherever it is you're going, okay, I get it. If you're in a rush and you really need to get there, fine, cool, no problem. But if let's say you're on holiday and you're going for a journey somewhere, you still just want to get to the end point. You just want to get to where the car stops and you get to get out of the car. Especially kids in the car. I remember I was one of those kids in the car. And they said, "Mom, are we there yet? Are we there yet now?" Remember I think it was Shrek. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Because we just want to get there. When we're working towards something, we just want to get there. When we're building something, when we're making something, we just want it to be finished. And God made me realize this morning we miss so much. It seems when we know or we think we know where we're going and what the destination is, that we just want to get there. We miss along the way. We say we want to get better, we want to grow, we want to learn, we want to. If you just get to the end, you're not going to do any of those things. You're not going to get better at this or that or these things if you just get there. You know? And this made me think this morning. God made me realize that I'm ungrateful. We're ungrateful. We don't appreciate the stuff that He has given us, the stuff that He has given us to use. We actually want to say it ends up making us. If you're ungrateful, you're not a good steward either, because you won't steward well what you don't really truly appreciate. So we don't appreciate what we have, where we are, what we're learning, where we're growing. We're not appreciating any of these things, and I think also that adds to why we often and so quickly forget the things. We forget a great many things because we don't truly appreciate it. That's why we have these moments that stand out in our lives from time to time, because we appreciated the moment. It had such an effect on us. Now, if we just open our senses all the time to when these things happen and really find out, but it's something of the heart. I learned, where I want to say we're selfish, ungrateful, spoiled little brats. That's what we are. We just want more and more and more and more and more. We come into this place where we just want, give me stuff. I have stuff, but I don't care about this stuff because I want that stuff. It's a bit of a spoiled bratty kind of place, isn't it? You know? When are we going to learn to enjoy the journey? Enjoy on the way. Oh man, I have a friend that this person, she soaks up the beauty of God when the moments are there. I'll tell you that. I had this phenomenal opportunity not too long ago for the first time to catch her she loves to swim in the sea and stuff, but we just went for like a walk to cool down and end the day and chill off. And she loves the sunset, so she's like, "Well, let's go grab a walk over there." I was like, "Oh, well, that's weird, but cool. Let's do this thing." And in my mind, I was like, "Okay, I get it. Want to do sunset? Cool. I've seen one, seen them all, kind of thing, right?" And then when the sun started setting and she started pointing out one thing at a time, which coincidentally, some of the stuff over there happens to be her favorite kind of colors. But it's stuff I've seen and seen and seen and seen, but I haven't seen it till that day, because she soaks it in. She sees the absolute beauty of God in all of those things that He made for us. The whiteness of the sea's foam when the waves crash is a different white when the sun goes down. It's a white. Okay, it's not just white. It's white. Um, the purples and reds and blues and stuff she described in the air, between the clouds and where there aren't any clouds and that sort of stuff. It mesmerized me when I started looking while she was explaining these colors. It's crazy, and I realized that how much of God do I miss in my life every single day, every single second of every day, because I just want to get to where I'm going. I miss the moments. I miss the beauty in the moments that he gives me. You know, the learning, the seeing, the hearing, the feeling, the moving, the shaping, the refining. I miss a lot of that stuff. And that's why we have to learn things over and over and over, because we just want to get there. David in Psalm 16 this morning, in verse 2, he says, "Oh, my soul, you have said to the Lord, you are my Lord. My goodness is nothing apart from you." So if our goodness is nothing apart from the Lord, then we better start learning to enjoy the moment and enjoy the journey. It says in verse 4, "Their sorrows shall be multiplied who hasten after another God." So if you don't chase Jesus, your sorrows are going to be groot. In verse 8, David writes, "I have set the Lord always before me." And that's something we should all reach a space to be, because that's what it means when God is number one. It means whatever he does, he wants, he says, number one, always go first. But verse 11, oh man, this thing tackled me this morning, because it says, "You will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy." So enjoying the journey means walking the path with God, being with God always. Just walking, just enjoying. That's where the fullness of joy is. That's where fullness, no emptiness. My heart doesn't seek anything more. I'm not looking for anything else. It's just, and man, I've had those moments when I hit the worship session up in this place, you see, when oh, you know, but there shouldn't always be moments. It should be, there's fullness of God always. So if we learn to really walk with God and in his presence always, that's where the fullness of joy and perfection and fullness of everything just comes from. The complete and utter contentment and peace in God's presence, because it's so beautiful. And he is so beautiful. Deuteronomy 10:11, he says, "Go, the Lord said to me, and lead the people on their way." Not get them to their destination, lead them on their way. On the journey. Lead them in the journey. Teach them in the journey. Show them the path they need to walk, how they need to walk, what they need to do this, do that, go here, go there. Don't do this, be careful of that, and do this, and this is what we're going, this is where we're going. Lead them on their journey, not get them to their destination. The same thing, it can mean the same thing, absolutely. But it doesn't have to be, because we need to learn. So how then do I enjoy my journey? God gave me two answers this morning. Number one, check my heart. Number two, seek him. Very simple, very straightforward, very easy. Check my heart. How's my heart? Because if I just want to get to the journey, to the end of the journey, I just want to get to the destination, then I'm ungrateful, aren't I? Because it means I'm not enjoying where I am and what I'm going through and where I'm going to. Check my heart. What's my heart after? What's it longing for? And it's time to dig. It's time for you, my friend. What's your heart after for? What are you longing for? It's time to dig and see really, truly what's behind everything. If you're lonely, God's presence will sort that out for you very, very quickly. Trust me. If your heart is longing for something and you don't know what, you're searching for something and you have no idea what, or you're angry, or you're sad, or you're upset, God can truly help you sort those things out, because he can show you the root, and then we pull that root out, and you get true healing. And you can find out again in your life what is joy, what is God's joy, better joy than you've ever known, in fact. Then I need to start seeking God. I know I already am, but he meant it in a different way this morning. Get the habits out, or rather, get the habits out that just become sort of a muscle memory sort of thing that has no meaning. Don't let it become one of those sort of habits. Let it have meaning every time. Even if you thank God every day for the same thing, don't let it become a klein rympie wat jy opsê hierso, you know. Don't let it become one of those things. Don't just rhyme it out and get done with and get clear with it. Don't do that. And then in all this wholeness, learn to enjoy the journey. Enjoy God in the moment. Enjoy God on the way. Enjoy God right now. Enjoy your journey with God.